Yeah, good evening all. The molds of dreams, the molds of tomorrow. I believe the God created the human beings and the teachers are creating the perfect human being. So I would like to appreciate you for your efforts in creating the right kind of human beings. And today, actually, the evening we were going to discuss about sports, integrating sports into education. Actually, that is a topic which we were discussing since the independence. But fortunately or unfortunately, nothing happened. Why nothing happened, we will discuss in between our discussion. So I would like to ask one question. Everyone know the story of rabbit and tortoise. For the hundreds and hundreds of years, the human beings are insulting that poor rabbit by telling these stories to their generations. My parents told me that story. My teachers told me that story. I told that story to my daughter. Tomorrow, my daughter is going to tell that stories to her kids. Even after this much of humiliations or insult, why this rabbit not yet commit suicide? Anyone? So you can ask me questions at any point of time. There is no issue because I am a person who believe in break silence. Normally, teachers used to say keep silence. I used to tell break silence.
Probably the rabbit doesn't know that we're talking about him all the while.
Okay. So he is living in a very information age now. So now everyone is having accessibility to internet, Facebook, social media, everything. Because he has a hope, somebody wrote, because he has a hope that one day he will win. Okay. So actually that is the thing, that's the most important thing which gives sports to a person. The self-belief. He can believe. See, actually the rabbit, he was a player or an athlete. He was playing. He never took that game as a seriously. He never took. That's why he know because of his mistake he failed. But there will be another game. The life is never ending with one day. The life is never ending with one match. The life is never ending with one examination. The life is never going to be end with one failure. He failed, but he realized then he must have come back. He must invited him, the tortoise, for another game and must have defeated that tortoise and that game. So that's the importance of sports in everyone's life. Sports teach so many things which the normal education system fails to teach. When I talk about this topic, that is sports is the best teacher. Actually, my wife thought it was an insult for her. She is also a teacher and she got a best teacher award. She thought I raised this, I told this, I suggested this name or this topic to insult her. Sometimes some of the teachers may also thinking that it is an insult. Because everyone is thinking I am the best. Then why he is telling sports is the best teacher? So today we are going to decide, I'm just going to show a small presentation. So okay, the sports is the best teacher, integrating sports into education today. So what's the goal of formal education? Imparting the right knowledge, skills, attitude, and ability that we can call KSSQ, required to survive, succeed, and excel in life. So that's the goal of our formal education. So what are the essential cases required to survive, succeed, and excel in life? or what we are expecting from our formal education. One, language quotient. So that is ability to speaking, reading, writing. Then arithmetical quotient, basic calculation, measurements, etc. Then management quotient. So that is including project management, leadership, so many other things which is related to our day-to-day life. Then psychological quotient, that is managing failures, interpersonal skills, and risk taking. And another is survival quotient, that is running, crawling, climbing, swimming, paddling. So whatever danger we face, so we need that survival quotient to escape from that scenario. So these are the 5 quotients, or sometimes we tell it is skills, a human being required to succeed, survive, succeed, and excel in life. But from these 5, how many skills or how many quotient a human being is getting from his formal education? We are getting language quotient and arithmetical quotient. So what about the 3? We are missing the 3. Sometimes you may think, see, why we need management quotient? I am a teacher. Why I need management skills? Tomorrow you are going to be the principal. Tomorrow you are going to be the headmaster. During that time, you have to do a lot of administration activities. So you need management skills. Now think about the classroom management. You need management skills. But unfortunately, our education system is not providing these kind of quotients, these 3 quotients. Then how the human beings are getting these 3 quotients? One is experience. So normally we used to tell, okay, experience is the best teacher, experience is the good teacher, and so many quotations I read and I heard while I was a student. I believe experience is a brutal teacher. Think about that rabbit. He failed. So we are insulting him for a quite long time. We don't know what happened after that. So we are considering him as a lazy, overconfident. So experience brings a lot of negative feedbacks. So then from where we will learn what's the another option. That is why we are talking about sports. Sports is a better teacher than experience. How? See, from sports, actually we can learn so many things. One, lawmaking. Think about playing. So you are going to play a cricket, but there is no offside, much offside, or there is you don't have enough field days. There is no one is standing in the offside. So you are creating a new rule. If the ball goes to offside, there is no run. So you created a new law. Normally, who is creating this law? This is created by ICC, the International Cricket Council. But instead of that, as a kid, you created a new rule for the cricket. If there is no fielder in the offside, if the ball goes to the offside, there is no run. That's a new rule. So you learned law making. Then think about financial management. When we were kids, we put pocket money from everyone's pocket and we bought a ball for playing football or cricket or whatever. Presently, that is known as crowdfunding or cooperation. So we are working together. So finance management. In schools, we are not teaching finance management. In college, we are not teaching finance management for general students. But we learned the finance management from our school days by playing cricket or football or engaging in sports. Like that, you can see so many things, which is how we acquired these kind of skills from our playground. For example, think about rainy season. So we want to play cricket. There is no option. What we did, we played cricket inside our classroom. We played book cricket. We played paper cricket. So that is creativity. That is problem solving. Then when we were playing cricket, we made our own pitch. We made our own bat. We made our own stumps. So this is engineering. So like this, we learn so many things from playing. Then several times we failed. Every time we failed, we invited or we challenged our opponent for another game. And during the game or before the game, we prepared or we prepared some strategies in our head to defeat that guy. Sometimes again we failed, sometimes we won, sometimes even after winning we failed. So we realized that is failure is normal or common. So we can win if we use our brain. We can win if we use our heart. So that kind of learning we got from our playground or we got from the sports. That's why we are telling sports is the best teacher. Think about your first day in school. What you did, how you network with other students, a stranger, whether you invited them for a coffee. No, you invited them to play. Come on, let's play. So that is induction. That is networking. So like that, so many skills, if you take every skill, we can find its roots in our playground. So now I'm going to make another statement. Don't make sports education compulsory. You may think why I took a U-turn in my statement. It is very simple. I'm telling ensure sports for all. So don't make sports education compulsory, but ensure sports for all. Why? Think about a scenario that is formal sports or play. The kids are ready for caroms coaching. The carom board is ready, coins are ready, and the teacher is also ready. Think about another scenario, a beautiful picture which attracted me very well. So an informal sports or play. Some tribal or poor kids, they're prepared, they are also ready for playing caroms. So what the students in that school is going to learn from their formal sports education? They will learn the rules of the sports, that is how to play caroms, what are the rules and regulations and everything they will play. They will know. Then eye-hand object coordination, then concentration and aiming. So these are the skills or these are the things which the students are getting from the formal play or formal sports education. But think about these kids, what they are going to get. So creativity and innovation. See their beautiful caroms board. Problem solving. They had a problem. They don't have money. They don't have the resources, but they solved that problem. Engineering skill. See how beautifully they created or they molded that carom board ground. Then law-making. So some of the rules of the normal carom play cannot be applied for their game. So they will create their own law. Then ability to overcome limitations. So we are always talking about limitations, but when creativity, they are using the creativity, they have the ability or they have the opportunity to solve it. Then they are also live with available resources. They use the resources available with them. So that's the advantage of informal play. So when the formal education, where the coach is coming, think about cricket. A coach is coming with all the equipments, all the sports gear, and there nobody is going to teach you. See, you are not getting an opportunity to create a pitch yourself because already the pitch will be created by the groundsman. The bat will be created from manufactured from Jalandhar. The ball is also manufactured from Jalandhar. So you are not getting opportunity to do it yourself, because there is some instructions which is created by the ICC rules and regulations. So the formal play or formal sports education will kill the creativity, will take away so many opportunities which you had to get in your life. So we need to promote informal play or informal sports. So what is the right approach? So till standard 4, actually we need to ensure sports for all. That is, allow kids to play whatever games they want to play. Never limit to any one sports. Don't compel them to specialize. Allow them to play every sports they want to play. So during, I remember during the Mahabharata and Ramayana broadcasting time, we used to play various war games in our schools. During ISL, we used to play football. During IPL, we used to play cricket. This all change management. We know what actually we needed. So allow the kids to take whatever they like. From 5th standard to 7th, again, ensure sports for all and allow them to play multiple sports. Then identify the sports talent. Okay, during that time, we need to identify Messi, Ronaldo, and all these kind of superstars. Then what we need to do? Again, 8 to 8+, ensure sports for all, multiple sports. Then we need to create a special school board like a junior technical school for the sports people. Because they need to get, because their athletes are going to start their career before the normal people. Because if we are not an athlete, we are going to start our career after 18 years old. But an athlete is going to start his or her career by 15 or 16. So they have to get more information, more skills and other things which others are getting after their 18. So we need a special school kind of system for promoting the sports people. Then when we need to stop playing? Never stop playing. When we stop playing, we are start dying. So sports everyone needs, because refreshing the skills, ability, and everything. We need sports forever. It is not to manage our lifestyle diseases. It is not just to manage our belly. It is to manage our life. It is to manage our career. It is to manage our business. Because sports is a very important factor in the lives of successful people. If you take the successful top CEOs of the world, so they were engaged in sporting activities, especially during their school days and college days. Because that gives them maximum skills and abilities which their competitors don't have. So we will not get that kind of skills and abilities from any textbook, any teacher, any Wikipedia. That you have to learn from the playground. So playground is the best classroom because you can learn so many things. And now till this time we were discussing about sports as a best teacher, what the sports is teaching you. And now we are going to discuss about integrating sports into education, sports as a teaching aid, how you can use sports to support your teaching or enhance the quality of your teaching, enhance the efficiency of your teaching. So I think everyone knows this game. In English, it is known as hopscotch. In India, different parts of India, it is different names. Okay, so this is a wonderful game. So we can use this game to teach so many things. Especially as you see, we can use this to teach. The students will think I am playing, but actually they are not playing, they are learning. We have to tell them when they are hopping, they have to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So presently what we are doing, they are the students are sitting in the bench and we are asking them to tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is boring. But this is interesting because students are thinking they are playing. Yes, they are playing. While they are playing, they are learning numerical or numbers. So then ask them to draw it. So while they are drawing, one, they have to, so many times they have to draw or write to get it bold. So we are asking our kids to write copy 10 times, 100 times. Instead of that, when we are doing it, they are writing, that will give the impact of 100 times copy. Then the lines and other things. By doing it regularly, their engineering skills will also improve. Okay, so this can be used to teach alphabets in any language. So they can learn alphabets, they can learn multiplication table. So many things they can learn from this beautiful street game or indigenous game. So normally, sometimes we used to think that, okay, this is a poor man's game. Okay, the street kids are playing this game. Or all the time kids are, my father played, my mother played. Or some people think, okay, it is women's game. Okay, but please understand, this is an international game. Okay, when somebody is thinking it is a poor man's game, please understand this. Michelle Obama, when we came to India for the first time, she played this game with kids in Mumbai. Then this is Dan O'Brien. So he was a Olympic gold medalist. So he is the world record winner in hopscotch. So we need to understand these kind of games, which sometimes we used to think it is poor man's game or a heritage game, that is going to give impact, that is giving more benefits than cricket or football. Because we can learn so many things, as I told, we can learn alphabets, we can learn numbers, we can learn multiplication table, so many things from that wonderful game, one game. Then think about Goti. I think you know the marbles. So we can learn so many things from marbles playing Goti, like line, length, force, and so many other things. Think about Legori. So Lengdi. So all these kind of games are giving lot of knowledge to everyone, which we can use as a learning tool also, a teaching aid also. So actually I am running an organization called Sports and Management Research Institute. In that institute, actually we created a new pedagogy called Formula X. Actually that is created or inspired from Formula One racing, that's world's topmost motor racing. So we observed how they are doing things, how they are learning, how they are inventing, or how they are working. So from that, we realized there are 4 components they are having in their daily life. That is learning. So they learn so many things from the classrooms. They learn so many self-learning. Self-learning means they are using books and other things, and case studies, assignments. So these kind of things existing in knowledge they are using. Second is play. So play means something interesting. So we can learn so many things from movies. We can learn so many things from gamification. Sometimes you may think how we are going to learn things from movies. Okay, so we are giving Shakespeare's bigger dramas and other things for our kids to learn English. Because of that, so many people actually so many kids they hate English. Actually, I was also a late learner of English. I thought I am not going to leave Kerala. I will learn only Malayalam. But unfortunately, the life and so many things in our life forced me to talk English. But I learned English by watching English movies. I find that is an interesting teacher. At least the subtitle and other things. I wrote 3-4 books in English without so many mistakes. That confidence I got because of this movie analysis kind of things, okay, or involving people. Then T is a communication platform like our Toastmasters kind of thing. Then social media activities, study tools. So these are the big interesting things which kids or people will like. There are so many things they have to learn from the activities. Then work. So during their studying, they have to, we are giving volunteership, internships, and social work. From this, actually, they can learn so many things. Then invent, that is research. So research, solution engineering, creativity tools, design thinking. So whatever is your platform, actually, this is the platform which we created for sports management and sports engineering. Like that, whether it is a medicine, whether it is science, whether it is some other stream, you can customize these kind of pedagogies for the learning, for the betterment of learning, for the enhanced quality of learning. So with this, actually, I'm stopping my presentation. Okay. So I think now you should got some idea about how we can integrate sports with our education system. So my request, please allow everyone to play. Never make it compulsory. If make it compulsory, people will they will start some kind of a dislike. For example, physical education teachers. Physical education teachers are coming with a big rod in the hand and asking them to do the drills. So we are hating sports. We don't like engaging in sports. But allow them free, again, free. They will learn so many things which actually they are required to survive, succeed, and excel in their life. So we are now talking about sports as a thing, physical. Okay, we are thinking about physical, so many benefits we are getting from engaging in sports, physical benefits. But it is beneficial for our controlling our emotions. Intellectually, it is helping us. So for our physical, emotional, and intellectual well-being and growth, everyone has to play till they die. When you stop playing, you will start dying. So please think about this, because the sports will give them the confidence to face all the problems in our normal life, which experience can't give. Again, I am telling, experience can't give. Think about the education system. See, if the old generation like me, we were used public transport system for traveling to our schools. So we had a lot of experiences, bad, good, ugly, from the co-passengers, from the bus cleaners, conductors, drivers, and other people. So all these things helped us to made us strong to face any kind of problems in life. Think about today's kid. The bus is reaching to their doorstep. There is a camera in the bus. Then their bus is safely taking them to the school. There is no experience. Bad, good, ugly, nothing. That's why now the suicides are increasing in our state, in our country. Because when a small problem comes, our kids don't know how to tackle it, how to face it, how to communicate it. Because most of the parents in family, they don't have the time to play. So everyone is together, they are watching the serial. Now everyone is staying with their smartphones. Think, a family playing together. Normally in Christian, it is not praying together. I'm telling, playing together. What will happen? The kids will have the confidence to communicate whatever they have in their mind to their parents. The parents is giving an open heart. My kid, you can talk anything to me, because we are playing. We are playmates. So we need to understand the sports is not for medals. The sports is not for certificates. Unfortunately, we are living in a country which is considering sports as an opportunity, which is as an option for winning a few medals. The most of the parents and the kids, they are considering sports as an opportunity to get a grace mark or admission or certificate. Sports is beyond that. It is part of life, like food, like air. It's a basic human right. If you never play, you will not grow. When you stop playing, again I'm telling. So please understand, as a person who is working in this field, we are promoting sports as a tool for enhancing the quality of life, not only the person, not only his family, but the entire community. The world's top happiest nations like Norway and some European nations, the people in that country, they are spending more time in sporting activities. It may be watching, it may be playing, whatever. But unfortunately, the country like India, so we have everything. We have different kind of religions, we have different kind of thoughts, different kind of everything, whatever coming from outside, we are accepting. But we forget to accept the right kind of sports culture. If we fail to achieve that, if we fail to acquire that, India is going to be the dead man of Asia. Because lifestyle diseases are huge, the suicide rate is increasing, and other social issues are, because now we are talking about the issues related to narcotics and other kind of things, drugs and other kind of. So where we are allowing our kids to play? Where is the avenues for our kids to play? So they are finding out, they are trying to find out pleasure in these kind of narcotics and other antisocial activities. Think about women. Where is women in our playgrounds? Actually, a woman is the basic thing. What to say? The foundation of the next generation. A healthy woman is the foundation of the next generation. But unfortunately, now pregnancy become a disease. We are not celebrating pregnancy. Okay, so please consider sports as a great opportunity to learn so many things. So sports can enhance the quality of lives. Surely sports can enhance the quality of education and academic performance of students also. Why I'm telling this is, in America, in American college sports, the student athletes performance ratio is more compared to the general students. So sports can bring wonders, and with this I am concluding my session. So once again, as the rabbit, he was playing. Okay, now somewhere in our society we can see a rabbit and tortoise fighting each other or competing each other. They will win. Sometimes one will fail, but they are enjoying their lives. But we are insulting by telling the stories to generations. So thank you all for passionate.
One question here. Can you give the full form of KSA 3 again?
That is knowledge, skill, aptitude, attitude, and ability.
Question. Can we think of making sports truly pedagogical by correlating the basic actions associated with different sports and games with actions involved in the concepts or ideas students learn, the so-called action verbs?
Yeah, that's why I see. For example, I show you that hopscotch court. So it can be used for language teaching. It can be used for mathematics or arithmetics. Okay, so like that, you take different. See, it is depending on the expertise area or stream of that particular teacher. So I know language, I know this, I know sports. Because of that only I created that one. Okay. Sometimes we can use it that for other areas also. Like for example, you take physics. Okay, there are the sports is working based on physics. So when we are teaching physics, we can correlate that with the sports. I remember one example. Okay, statistics. Okay, during my college days, I failed statistics for 3 times, and the fourth was my last time. And fortunately, at that point of time, one of my friend told me, "You don't learn statistics using the textbooks. In textbooks, there are examples like population and so many other unnecessary things." She told, "You learn it with cricket." So what she did was, she gave me the comparisons of some scores of Rahul Dravid, Sachin kind of people. And she told me to compare it, take the average. So take the correlation, who is best, whether Rahul Dravid or this guy, Sachin. So it was interesting because I like cricket very much. So because of that, I learned it very well and I passed in the last chance. Like that, actually, we can do a lot of things with sports. It is depending on one, which sports we are taking, whether it is suitable to that particular contest or topic or subject. So it is easy because we just need to observe. Mostly we did this during our lifetime, during our younger days also. We need so many concepts, as I told, multiplication table. Then GOTI, you take the case of GOTI or marbles. So we can learn so many things like the force calculation. So how much force is required to move one object from one place to a desired place. So we are calculating that force while playing this marbles or GOTI. So it is applicable in engineering. It is applicable everywhere when we are think about nail. So in different places or different materials, we are using it. We are using different force. So like that, so many things we can learn or we can combine. When initially it has to be start with examples. Then we can go for, see, sports will not teach everything. Okay, but it will be make education or learning interesting. And how we are using the right property or right tool. That's the thing.
Thank you, sir, for that. Eva has a question. Ma'am, can you ask?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, sir. So I just wanted to ask, like, how has sports, in your life particularly, how has sports brought about a positive change in your life?
My parents never allowed me to play. I am diabetic. Okay, but my parents allowed me to watch. From my closed windows, I watch what others are playing. Then I read so many books like Bible, Mahabharata, Ramayana, all this. So whenever I am reading some books, I am getting some kind of idea, experiments, how to improve this, how to come with new kind of sports. For example, you know, Swayambara. In Mahabharata, Ramayana, we can see so many Swayamvaras, especially the Swayamvara of Draupadi. So now my dream is I wanted to make made that as a new game. It is too difficult because now you know this different kind of shooting games and other things, archery. But the archery in that particular contest, that is Swayamvara, is different and difficult and exciting because you have to look in a mirror or water and you have to aim to the object in the top. It is too difficult. But I want to create that kind of a thing. So that, see, it is how people are watching, thinking. See, we can read so many things, but how you are thinking is going to make big change. Normally, our parents used to say, "Whatever, if you are sitting in the toilet for a long time, what you are thinking?" Teachers also ask, "What you are thinking?" But thinking is the most important thing which I got because of these sporting activities. Even though I didn't get much opportunity to play, I started loving games because of this kind of an observation.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Do we have any more questions?
See, how can you integrate the sports into the school curriculum? What kind of resources are required? Right now, actually, we have only 1 hour of physical education in schools, in CBSE schools, and we maybe have only 1 or 2 teachers, or maximum 3 teachers who are focused on training them in some swimming or football or limited number of games. So the kind of thing that you are talking about, that requires a lot of pedagogical approaches where all the teachers need to be involved, I think. Not just 1 or 2 teachers from the sports. Maybe there is a coordination or collaboration required. So how do you think this can be made possible? What kind of suggestions we can give to the education ministry in this regard?
Yes, actually, I told them there is 2 parts. One is sports as a teacher. Sports as a teacher means we are allowing kids to play freely. We are not giving them any resource. They have to create their own resource. They have, for example, you take the case of a child. She is getting a towel. Okay, with that towel, if I ask you what we can do with the towel, we will tell we can take bath, we can 1 or 2 things. Mostly we will tell 5 different uses. But you observe a kid. That kid is using that towel for so many purposes. He or she will make that as a convert that as a baby. They will convert it as a cradle. They will use it for become a man. They will use it for become a woman. So they will use it for so many other purposes. So they are learning that creativity because of that limited resource. But when you are giving a toy, when you are giving a cradle, when we are giving anything else, they are not getting that kind of opportunity. That's why one side, we need to allow our kids to play maximum 1 or 2 hours per day. After that, they will be tired and they will get back to energized, they will study. So we open play, allow them to play till they are reaching the 5th standard. They need a free play. They have to learn so many things. Then second, is using sports as a teaching aid. In that, actually, we need a lot of investment. We need to invest time. We need to lot of thinking. For example, how we can make our curriculum more interesting. Because as I told, when we are teaching statistics, instead of population, we can include cricket. So it will be interesting, but unfortunately, most of the it is useful for India, but it will not be useful for America because there are very limited followers for cricket. So then we need to think about baseball. So like that, it is depends on locality. There will be some kind of a challenge because marbles, I told, the playing style of marbles in Kerala is different. Tamil Nadu is different. In America and Europe is different. So in Kerala, I can tell all these, you will get all these kind of benefits, but it is in America, they will not get that much benefit. So it's all depend on which sports we are selecting or which topic we are selecting and how we are connecting that with the particular sports or sports related activities or something. One, formal play, never involved in their game. We can just stand like a watchman or something. That's the only thing which we need to do. Don't give any equipment. I am telling, never give any equipment. Allow them to take resources from the nature. They will do wonders.
Thank you, sir, for that. Tanishka has raised her hand. Can you ask your question now?
Good evening, sir. Sir, I myself am a national gold medalist in archery. So I really think that sports give us a lot of life lessons and values to continue our life, and the experience that we get from sports is nowhere to be found. So, sir, what is your take on future of sports in India?
That's why, as I told, why people are going behind sport, whether it is for certificate, whether it is for become Ronaldo, making money, or it's all actually India, the sports is still in its primitive or what to say, childish stage. It is not yet grown as an industry, one side. Okay, we are not yet explored the full potential of sports. Okay, so as I told, sports is a good educator, sports is an exercise, sports is an entertainment industry, sports is for empowerment, sports is for engagement. So many things actually get then earnings. But unfortunately, one side, the professional side of sports, it is not that explored because most of the talent, they are after getting a job or they are after getting a medal, after getting a job, they are leaving sports forever. So because of that, we are facing difficulty to create Messi's and Ronaldo's from India. Second, it's a very big business. See, you take America. America is the richest nation, and they are the topmost sports superpower. They are winning more number of medals in Olympics, and they are making more money from sports. But there is no sports ministry, and sports associations are nothing in America because it is driven by people and passion. Okay, the government is spending zero money for Olympics in America. But India, we are spending crores and crores from the pocket of taxpayers. Okay, when we are buying a paracetamol, you have to pay tax. When you are buying a cancer drug, you have to pay tax. From that tax, government is taking money for sports. But American things are different. So that's why actually as an industry, it will take some more time for India to realize the real potential of sports. But it is, we can think good. Tanishka, I think I have answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We have one more question here. We all know the value of sports in day-to-day life, but still it is not given the academic weightage. Why only one or two teachers will manage the entire school? Why 5 or 6 teachers were not appointed by school like other subjects? If you give any suggestions regarding this concern.
That's why I told, see, in the primary level, actually we need physical education teachers as just observers. Okay, or scout. They have to observe how the kids are playing. So kids are playing different, everyone will have different style. And when they are playing in a wrong way, in an unacceptable way, the teacher has to intervene and teacher has to correct that particular person. Okay, otherwise there is no need to intervene because we started playing hide and seek. Who taught you? Who teach you hide and seek? Because it is innate. We born with that game in our heart. Okay, so like that, we are learning. Second, we are learning so many sports by imitating. By watching cricket, we know how to play cricket. So then they will play their own way. Then the teacher has to intervene in the upper level, that is 5 to 7 classes. The teacher has to come. So even at that point of time, they have to allow them to play maximum number of different games. Then only we can understand whether he's good for cricket, whether he's good for hockey, whether he's good for something else. I remember a story that Usain Bolt's coach, actually initially Usain Bolt was initially interested in playing cricket. But his coach or his physical education teacher told you have to play, you have to go for athletics. So like that, we need to give them freedom in the second level. At that point of time, we need maximum number of physical education teachers. I will not tell them teachers, physical education sports facilitators. So they have to facilitate and they have to observe and they have to find out the real talent. Then the third level, that is in the high school level, again, the elite athlete or the possible or probable talents has to be diverted to specific sports schools or sports academies. And others has to continue the normal playing. This is the strategy actually that India needs. This is what is happening across the globe. because more number of physical education teachers will not do the job, because presently, as we know, in most of the schools, physical education teachers are running the cooperative stores and sometimes escorting the principal with the big rod. Okay, so they are not physical education teachers; they are discipline makers. So we need to change that concept.